half the success in this business, Tracy, comes down to a name. And have a listen to this.
The best country name ever.
Cassidy Rae Gaiter, and she joins us now. We caught up with her at StarMaker earlier this year, and she is about to launch her brand new EP tomorrow. Cassidy, thanks for joining us, and it must be a very exciting time for you.
Yes, it feels like Christmas Eve right now.
Yeah, it would do.
I can only give you one piece of advice. You have to shake it, don't fake it.
Oh.
Yes, definitely.
And of course, that's the name of the EP, folks. It's Shake It, Don't Fake It. She's got a brand new single out as well that's doing the rounds. And I have to say, what a great film clip. Where was the idea about that come up from, Cassidy?
Well, I always knew that I wanted to do something kind of cheeky and fun because that's kind of my personality. And even, what the song talks about is also like poking fun at kind of what me included do on social media and things like that. And so me and the director, Jeremy, we got our heads together and he kind of like threw out this idea, which I just kind of loved straight away. And then we just kind of like expanded from that. But yeah.
I got to tell you, Darren comes in after watching the video the first time and he goes, "Can you imagine?" Like, he pushes her away to take his own photo. What is wrong with that boy?
I know. Honestly, in real life, I would have slapped him. So.
And who is he?
He's just a friend I had from Sydney, but he played the part very well.
That's awesome.
I love when he gets down. I don't want to give the whole thing around, but folks, you've got to see when he gets down on one knee to propose. Good job, him. Well done.
So the folks at home that haven't heard this single yet, Putting on a Show, tell the listeners what it's all about.
So in this day and age, especially in people my age, I feel we get a bit caught up in how our lives are portrayed on social media, and we kind of just put the best things up and don't necessarily show exactly who we are, or we're trying to be someone we're different because we're trying to be what we think people want to see and that sort of thing. So my song's kind of saying you don't need to do that, stop putting on this show for everyone and just be you, because you're amazing as you are.
Well, as we speak, Tracy's getting out the makeup brush and doing a little bit of rouge there because she's expecting some photos to go up.
For you.
Yeah. Oh, for me. Good on you. Cassidy, obviously 2017 with starting off with the StarMaker finalists, that was a big deal for you. What did you get out of that?
I got so much out of that. Just the experience of being up on that stage and having that sort of practice in front of a big audience like that with a full band, even that alone, I took so much away from that. And just, the connections I made, and, I met you backstage, so that's a connection, and got a few things throughout the Tamworth week because of StarMaker as well. And just more people know who I am, and so are able to listen to what I have to say with my music and stuff because of StarMaker. I owe so much to StarMaker, even though I didn't win. No regret for doing it at all.
The actual entries for StarMaker closes at the end of this month, and Darren was saying exactly what you're saying there. It doesn't matter if you win, it's what you get out of it and what you can take away from it. If we've got someone at home listening right now that's sort of thinking, I really do want to have a go, but I'm a little bit unsure, what is some words of advice that you would give to them right now?
100% do it. I went into last year a complete unknown, and I felt like I was 100% the underdog going into the competition because I was going up against, people like Rachel that had already put out music, and Andrew Swift and, Liam and things like that. So I was a bit scared about how I would come up against these people. But at the end of the day, it's not necessarily about winning. It's about just having a go and getting your name out there. If anyone's kind of on the fence about doing it, just do it. It's such an incredible experience. And that day was my favourite day out of my whole Tamworth experience. So,
and have you got a big Tamworth lined up for this year?
Got a few things lined up. I'm going to be performing at Live and Loud, so I get to sing on the big stage again. And I'm thinking about doing StarMaker again. We'll see. I'm thinking about it.
Well, you know what? A young lady told us recently, if you're thinking about it, just do it.
I think I will. But yeah.
Sounds like
because I loved it.
Sounds like some good advice. We are talking with Cassidy Rae Gaiter right now. We're going to play her song, Putting on a Show. It's off her EP, which is being launched tomorrow, which is very exciting. It's called Shake It, Don't Fake It. Follow all of Cassidy's Facebook pages, media, all that sort of stuff, and you'll find out where you can get a hold of it, when, where, all that sort of stuff. And follow her, pop onto her Facebook, give her a like, and tell her that you heard her here and what you think of her music. It's a good idea.
This is Cassidy Rae Gaiter and Putting on a Show.
So don't you